The hook is the most important part of your creative. Either it gets people's attention or it doesn't. It makes or breaks your ad. In today's video, I'm going to give you my top hooks that we're currently using on our creatives. So I would say, let's get right into it. The first hook is I did X for a week, here's what happened. This hook is performing amazing for us, and the reason why I think that is because it's super enticing. People want to hear your story, what did you do and what did happen. So you can also use this for a variety of different products. I took this pill for a week, here's what happened to my skin. I wore this shoe for a week, here's what happened to my feet. There's tons of different elements that you can essentially use. What's also important to note is that I like having kind of the product on the actual hook, and especially if you have different colors, like the one in the example, different flavors. I would highly suggest that you kind of display them in the product, because then people can identify what the ad is about or what kind of product the ad is about, and then they want to obviously hear more about the product, and they want to see like a real review about the actual product. So this hook is performing amazing for us, and I highly recommend that you give that one a shot. Then number 2 is don't buy this instead. This hook is super simple, and it's basically coming from TikTok organic. I think it's one of the best TikTok organic hook I've seen converted to an ad, and it's don't buy this chair, buy this one instead. It's great for people who are before actually making a buying decision. So I think this would work great in retargeting as well, because obviously people in retargeting, Facebook knows that they're interested in a certain product, and they might see ad from your competitors as well, especially if they're in the middle or bottom of funnel of your audience. So what I like about this one again is that it comes from this organic angle, and you can make it super easily. It doesn't need to be professional anyway. You can even film it yourself, and it's a super enticing hook. Basically, people want to find out why you shouldn't buy this, because obviously the fear of missing out is way bigger than actually doing the actual purchase, right? People fear losing money more than they get from something, so obviously they don't want to make the wrong purchase, and that's why that particular hook is performing pretty well for us. Then the next hook is the product I wish I knew about earlier. It kind of goes in the same direction as the last one, whereas people don't want to make the wrong purchase, they want to make the right purchase, and you kind of get them hooked in by that way. It's also kind of like a storytelling ad, and as you can see, storytelling is really performing great at the moment. It's not those 3 reasons why you need to buy this. It's I wish I knew about this earlier. I wish I didn't buy this. That kind of stuff performs pretty well, and especially the product I wish I knew about earlier, kind of pair it with a hook where you show emotion, makes people watch the whole video and then actually end up buying. So from my perspective, the product I wish I knew about earlier, you can use this for every product. Obviously, the pill I wish I knew about earlier, the shoe I wish I knew about earlier. Basically, a very universal hook. So give that one a shot. The next one is rating things, rating hacks so you don't have to, right? This one again gives it this organic angle. It definitely comes from an organic standpoint. Because it's so organic, it gets people, continue viewing. Make sure that you use the organic fonts, based on TikTok or from Instagram, wherever you have displaying the ad, and make sure the font is native to that particular system. And then, the hook, you have the text overlay combined with the B-roll, which, usually should be a very satisfying hook. The shot, as you can see right now, is very aesthetically pleasing. And, it makes me want to continue to watch the video, even though I'm not really into skincare. But yeah, so that's the 4th hook. Performs tremendously well for us. I highly recommend that you give that one a shot. The next hook is a little bit different, because it definitely stands out. That those black and white, problem introducing hooks perform tremendously well for our clients. Why I think that is the black and white basically is not a usual pattern that people see in their ads. So it's very rare that you actually see a black and white ad, and it calls out a problem directly. This can be hit or miss. Especially because if you call out the wrong problem, a problem that people might not really have, then they obviously won't stop and they keep scrolling, right? But if you call out a problem of your buyer demographic that is real, and then you have this black and white screen, and then you transition into a beautiful saturated shot, like they did here with the food, then I think you have a good shot of getting people to stop scrolling, and then to actually take a look at your video. And you know, that's obviously what you want. So I highly recommend that if you have any problem-oriented, solution-oriented product, that you give that particular HUD a shot. The next one is also quite interesting and fascinating to me because it's I'll never go back to X, right? This also is kind of a storytelling ad because people want to figure out, you know, they keep scrolling, they can't stop to scroll because they want to figure out why, you know, for example, in this example, this dude will never go back to eating regular cereal again, right? You can obviously do this with everything that you want. I will never go back to, you know, buying skincare products from the supermarket, from the grocery store. I will never go back to, you know, regular shoes, you know, tons of stuff, you know, tons of creativity also that you can kind of induce into that particular hook. And as you can see, they pair it with like a great zoom out animation, which, you know, obviously the guy in the video is also, you know, shirtless, helps, you know, with muscles. If you pair the problem that you have kind of with B-roll that you know, have at the start, then I think this one makes a great ad, and it definitely has a potential to spend a few $100,000 on the actual ads. So the last hook that I have prepared is, you know, I'm throwing away X this time. In the, you know, example video, you can see that they did it with a split screen. So they have, you know, two GIF animations. I don't think that is very good because I can't really see the difference on the screen, on the skin, because the GIF animation is just playing continuously. So I think like a steady image would have been better in that, you know, with a particular hook. And what I think also would work well, or what we've tried before, is, you know, actually throwing something in the garbage. So, you know, the product that you're throwing out, for example, in this instance, you know, it might be some skincare product from, you know, regular skincare product. You just throw it in the garbage, you know, make it black and white, combine it with the previous hook essentially. And then I think you have a beautiful hook, right? Makes people want to see, you know, why is she throwing this stuff away? Actually throwing something in the garbage bin, black and white. You have like the full psychological hook right there, because obviously not everybody's just throwing away, you know, stuff in the garbage bin, even if it's like when it's still full, when you could still use it potentially. So obviously the new product that you're kind of introducing has to be like beautiful and fantastic, right? So this is the last hook that I'm recommending. Those were the top 7 hooks that we're currently using that I highly recommend that you check out. And yeah, I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.